John chapter number 5, from verse 5 to verse 7. And a certain man was there which had an infirmity 38 years. When Jesus saw him lie and knew that he had been now a long time in that case, he said unto him, Wilt thou be made whole? The impotent man answered him, Sir, I have no man when the water is troubled to put me into the pool, but while I am coming, another steppeth down before me. Let's just take verse 8 for clarity's sake. He says in verse 8, Jesus said unto him, Rise, take up thy bed and walk. My case is urgent. Stand up, tell 9 persons, say, my case is urgent.
My case is urgent. My case,
my matter is urgent.
My case is urgent. My case is urgent. My case is urgent. My case is urgent. My case is urgent. My case is urgent.
Child of God, listen and listen well. Before this service end, God told me if I came, he said heaven is going to be in trouble for your sake. There is a meeting conference in heaven. Angels are gathered in heaven right now because your matter is an urgent matter. There is no other issue to be discussed except the issues of your family. Stop that. Except the issues of your family. There is no other matter to be talked about. God has sent me with grace to bring you out of shame. You have stayed in that spot for too long. You have spent too much time in that error. After this encounter, life is going to change for you. Your life is going to take screen name and what I just spoke about. Listen, in the place we read from, the Bible said Jesus was walking on his own, and all of a sudden something happened. The Bible said he saw a man. In the way he saw many men, but the way he looked at this man, he saw that in this man's character, in his typography, in the way he was showing himself, he has been in this condition for so long. The Bible said Jesus perceived that the man has been in that condition for so long. God is not happy that in 10 years your family has no testimony. God is not happy that after graduation there is no job. God is not happy that you are marriageable but not married. God is not happy with all the global destiny you carry. Even Congo refused to give you visa. God is not happy that you were repatriated from Ghana. God is not happy. He saw the condition of the man and he discovered that the man has been in that condition for too long. 38 years is not 38 days. 38 years is not just 1 month. The man was in that condition. It was not his age. It was the condition that Satan kept him. Listen to me as I'm talking to you right now. In that one apartment where your father gave birth to you, they are still there till now. An error needs to be corrected. In that place where you come from, the mothers you see the way it is. That error needs to be corrected. How can you have 6 graduates in the family? Everyone is a beggar today. To cut their head, they need to beg. To wear good clothes, they need to beg. Ladies and gentlemen, enough is enough. We have come upon Mount Zion. We came to cry out to the Almighty. In the book of Psalm 126 and verse 1, the Bible says, when the Lord comes again, the captivity of Zion and strength, you see the laughter, the father was with singing. He said among the hidden, the Lord has done great things for them. Really they are glad. I prophesy. If you roll out of your seat and touch this altar with a seed and shout a little like a thunder, everything about your life will turn around. Everything about your career will turn around. Everything about your family will turn around. Turn around. Everything about your living will turn around. Everything about your life will turn around. You have served a dead God. You serve a mighty God. The same yesterday, the same today, the same forever. God says yes. No man can say no. yes. Something is breaking already. There is a troubling of the water. Something is shaking already. Job, listen. In Job 20 and verse 15, he said they have swallowed down thy riches, but they shall surely vomit it. He said they shall spit it out of their mouth. In Job 12, 5 and verse 12, sorry, he says something profound. He has disappointed the device of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. I don't know who cage shall make you poor, but I know a God who can break the cage and make you rich. I'm talking to somebody here. I never say give me chance. Give me chance. I never say give me chance. Give me chance. I never say give me chance. Give me chance. I never say my case is urgent. My case is urgent. Charlie say my case is urgent. My case is urgent. Sit up. The man was in one condition for 38 years. Listen to me. My case is urgent. If you read the book of Genesis, if you read from chapter 12, the Bible spoke about a man they call Abraham. Abraham, a man of God who loved God so much. The Bible says, yet the wife was barren. They waited for the child for 25 years. The child was not coming. 25 years after the word of God came to them. At that 25 years of waiting, church members have called them names. At that 25 years of waiting, parents have called them useless. At that 25 years of waiting, it was looking as though they were demeaning before God. It was looking as though God has rejected them. It was looking as though God does not answer prayer in that generation. 25 years of waiting. Am I talking here? Yes. If you study very well the book of Mark chapter number 5, there was a story of a woman who had an issue of blood for 12 years. Menstrual flow flowed, highest is 7 days. Somebody went through menstrual flow for 12 years. Highest 7 days. If you don't pass 7 days, there is a problem. Yet somebody went through that flow for 12 good years. And ladies and gentlemen, her life never changed until she made her case urgent. God cannot help you. There is something you must help God to before God help you. For 12 years, she went through all. Listen, I used to think she was stupid. I used to think she was mad. I used to think she was a fool. Until I studied the life of that woman. The Bible told me something profound. I said to myself, while I was studying the Bible, I said, how come this woman suffered all these things? Her husband's name was not mentioned. Her brother's name was not mentioned. Nobody was around her. Her mother's name was not mentioned. She was just the woman with the issue of life. At first, when I saw that story, I said, no. This woman must be a useless woman. How come no family member identified with her in the midst of challenge? Until the Lord said to me, don't worry, read well. And I discovered that she even had money to go to hospital. That means she was reasonable at a point. She was not a scallywag. She was not a dependent. She at a point was independent. She was able to gather money for herself. The Bible says it came to a point and she sold all she had. So that means she even had a time where she acquired things. So life was actually beautiful for her in the beginning. Until she made up her mind and said, no, this is not my final bus stop. My case is urgent. In John 11, the Bible said there was a man called Lazarus.
Yes, sir.
That woman's old was 12 years. The other man's old was 38 years. Lazarus' old was 4 days. For 4 days, Lazarus was in the grave. Sir, listen, you know how grave experience is? As I'm talking to you now, begin to take status quo of your family. As I'm talking to you, look at your paternal side. Look at your maternal side. See, that somebody's in the grave does not mean the person is not around. He's around, but he's in the grave. And when the person is in the grave, there are certain restrictions that person undergoes. One of them is that they can no longer greet you. He can no longer talk to you. He's no longer productive. But let me talk to you. Your elder brother that is a graduate, right now, can you differentiate him from the person in the grave? What productive ability does he have? He's always incurring debt for the family, from one police case to another. Is it not better he's dead, normal death? Am I talking to somebody here?
Yes, sir.
Your sister that is so packaged and polished, how is her life now? Nobody's telling her who they buy. Nobody's telling her who they sell. She has become so stagnant in life. Why? Because she refused to understand that she can present her case urgent before God. Hear me, child of God. Nothing changes until you make step for change. Nothing changes. Nothing changes until you make up your mind that something should change. And that's why we came gathered like a locust army in this service. You didn't just come here for your own change. You came for a generational change. No wonder that night, Jacob said to the angel, I will not let you go unless you bless me. He had the angel to hostage. This is why we came here this evening. We came here to quarrel. We came here to war. We came here to eat the basket hostage. We came here to do some strange things. We came here to hold heaven hostage. We came to say to God, enough is enough. If heaven will not attend to my matter, heaven should close their meeting. Heaven should not continue to exist. Am I communicating here? I want you to know, child of God, I came on that grace to prophesy. 11 of you first and foremost. As I touch this altar and stretch my hand to you, the padlock holding you from manifesting shall break. I said the padlock holding your star shall break. Your glory shall break. If your amen is loud and long than the one I'm talking to, enough is enough. I'm still talking to you. As I'm talking, I'm beginning to Google your family. Check your brothers, check your sisters, check your parents.